Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Chaos, Joey the Passion. As I always say, I appreciate you being here for the journey, and it has been a journey. Apologies, I forgot to record, but as you can see, we are just jumping into a match duel. 8,000 points for each of us. No one has won anything, and it is turn one. So, again, apologies for that, but let's see what we got. Diligent Duel, it's a really good spell card. Pay 1,000 life points, randomly select and discard one card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent then selects and discards another card from his or her hand, so really good spell card. You pay 1,000 life points to get rid of 2 resources, almost always worth it. Harpy's Brother, 4-star monster, 1,800 attack, 600 defense. We got the Premature Burial. It's a spell card that you pay 800 life points. Select one monster card from your graveyard and special summon on the field and face up a tap position. Equip it with this card. When this card is destroyed, the monster is also destroyed. We got the Call of the Haunted. That's that continuous trap card that you select one monster from your graveyard and special summon it face up attack position. When this card is destroyed or removed from the field, the sun monster is destroyed. The sun monster is destroyed. This card is also destroyed. So we have both of our 2 out of 3 of our returning monster cards, meaning monsters coming back from the graveyard. Monster Reborn being the third. Happy to see the Mystical Space Typhoon, counter magic card, destroy one spell or trap card on the field. And we got the Mizrazu, which is a really good spell card, trap card. You can have this card when your monster is sent from the field to the graveyard, destroy one monster on the field. Let's just put the Call of the Haunted down for now. I don't want to waste the Mizrazu if he has like Harpy's Feather Duster or Mystical Space Typhoon. Let's activate that Diligent Duo. This will hopefully give us some information too to figure out what deck we're dealing with. That doesn't give us much information. Giant Germ's in a lot of his decks. So we did get rid of the Premature Burial. Giant Germ's a 2-star monster, 1,000 attack, 100 defense with an effect of when this card is sent to the graveyard result of battle, inflict 500 points or direct damage to your opponent's life points. You can also take cards with the same name from your deck and special summon them on the field and face up tap position. The deck's then shuffle. That's in like 3 or 4 of his. It's in both the Fiend decks, it's in the Toon deck, and it's also in the Kinetic Soldier deck. So that gives us 0 information really. And we only got one monster, the Harpy's Brother, so we will play that Harpy's Brother, hope it can survive, and end things there.
I'll just go along and set this card here. Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap.
Okay, just one card face down and a monster in defense mode. So that doesn't give us much information. Happy to see the Snatch deal, though. Really good spell card. Take control of one of your opponent's face-up monsters. Your opponent gains 1,000 life points at each of his or her standby phases. We'll just go on the attack and hope whatever this is can be defeated. Yeah, right. It is the Kinetic Soldier deck. If you guys have been following this series, you know how much I hate this deck. It is a very, very strong deck and hard to deal with. Kinetic Soldier is a 3-star monster with 1,350 attack, 1,800 defense. It's this effect, though. It's when this card battles with a warrior-type monster, increase the attack and defense of this monster by 2,000 points only during the damage calculation. This combined with Gravity Bind and DNA Surgery is a nightmare. So I am going to put the Mizrazu down now, though. If I do lose the Harpy's Brother, I can maybe get rid of the Kinetic Soldier. He only has 3. Got to try to get rid of all 3. Morokutai. And another card face down. So Morokutai is a 3-star monster with 900 attack, 900 defense with an effect of the effect this card can only be applied during your opponent's turn. When your opponent activates a spell card, offer this face-up card as a tribute to negate the activation of the spell card. At least no DNA Surgery, but I very, very much believe that's going to be Gravity Bind. We did get a Dimensional Warrior, though, so happy to see that. 4-star monster, 1,200 attack, 1,000 defense with an effect of when this card attacks or is attacked, both this card and the opposing monster are removed from play and cannot return during the current duel. So that will help us get rid of the Kinetic Soldier. Because I'm so positive though that this is Gravity Bind, I'm not going to play the Kinetic Soldier just yet. I'm going to see if I can get rid of this Morokutai. I really hope I can. Yeah, it's Gravity Bind. And the problem is I can't use the Mystical Space Typhoon now either. So Gravity Bind is a continuous trap card that all monsters level 4 or higher cannot attack. Their positions may still be changed. This might be Magic Jammer too, so we might have 2 ways to get rid of my magic cards. Unfortunately, maybe I should have put the Dimensional Warrior down and let him attack it. That might have been a move, actually. Yeah, we'll do that this upcoming turn. So he is playing another Giant Germ. I'm gonna play the Dimensional Warrior with the whole process thought of that he's going to attack with the Kinetic Soldier. And I want to remove them both from play. So we'll play the Dimensional Warrior. I obviously can't attack with the Dimensional Warrior, but it is a Warrior-type monster, so he's gonna feel obligated to put this in attack mode and go after it. I'm like, sure, yeah. We're gonna take some heavy damage to the life points here, but I think it is a worthwhile trade. 2150, that's a lot, bringing us down to 4,850, but we do get rid of the kinetic soldier. He is summoning a giant rat, which is a 4-star monster with 1400 attack, 1450 defense, with an effect of when this card is sent to the graveyard as result of battle, you may select one earth monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck and special summon it on the field. No tribute is required for monsters of level 5 or more. The deck is then shuffled, so that is a way for him to get another kinetic soldier on the field. We do get a respect play, which is a continuous trap card that during their respective turns, each player must show their opponents their hand. I'm happy with that, though, because that will kind of give me the information I need to see what I can do next. So we're going to be activating that for sure. And now I don't care about it's the AI, it knows my hand or not. He does have a Magic Jammer in his hand, which makes me think this is also Magic Jammer, because why not play it? And he's putting down a Metal Morph, too. So I highly think this is Magic Jammer. Highly think that, obviously, the Gravity Vine there. So I'm going to have to try to force the activation of 2 of these spell cards if I want to use Mystical Space Typhoon to get rid of this Gravity Vine. We did get Tribute to the Doomed, one of my all-time favorite cards, as it helped me win a tournament once. Discard 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 monster card on the field regardless of position. It's going to suck to burn 2 magic cards just to finally activate Mystical Space Typhoon. And I don't think I'm at a point yet where I want to do that. So we'll just end the turn. We'll just keep getting cards. Another Morokutai. Oh boy. Now it's 3 magic cards. That is a shame. Got the Time Seal. So that's a trap card that your opponent skips the draw phase as their next turn. We'll throw that down. Don't really need to force him to stop the draw. Alright, Penguin Soldier is a problem because I only have 1 monster. So Penguin Soldier is a 2-star monster with a flip effective. You can turn up to 2 monster cards from the field to the owner's hand. 750 attack, 500 defense. That's going to send the Harpy's brother back to my hand. I really do need another monster now, so that doesn't happen. And I don't leave myself wide open to a bunch of life point damage. Very happy we got the Gemini Elf. 4-star monster, 1900 attack, 900 defense. This is the highest attacking monster you can have in the game that does not come with a negative effect as a non-tributed monster. Love when I have this card, hate when my opponent has it. We'll summon that Gemini Elf, so if he is going to Penguin Soldier us to death here, we can at very least only return 1 card. There is the DNA Surgery. Continuous trap cards. Select 1 type of monster as long as this card remains face up on the field. All face up monsters will be treated as the type you selected. And that will be warrior type for sure. So yeah, you're going to Penguin Soldier us. There's nothing I can do about that. That's okay though, because Harpy's brother's still on the field, which is all we care about right now. Okay, yeah, activate DNA Surgery. We know what's coming. We did get the Harpy's Feather Duster. I think I just have to start making some big plays here. Alright, so it's forcing 3 magic cards just to use Harpy's Feather Duster, basically. And they're going to be Tribute to the Doomed, I guess. Monster Reborn. It's 4 magic cards at that point, because I have to discard. It's too bad I can't use this Premature Burial as one of them. So Harpy's Feather Duster is a spell card. Destroy all your opponent's spell and trap cards on the field. Let's hold for another turn. We'll even Time Seal him now so that we know he has Penguin Soldier and only Penguin Soldier in his hand. I don't want to burn so many resources just to get rid of these cards. I'm going to have no choice, though, really, I think, at this point. Okay. He isn't putting the last Magic Jammer down, though, so at least it's only 3 as opposed to 4. I just need something to burn here. Alright, Panther Warrior, I think, can be burned, so Panther Warrior is a 4-star monster, 2,000 attack, 1,600 defense, and like I always say, if it's over that 1,900 threshold, like this one is, negative effect. This card cannot attack unless you offer 1 monster on the field as a tribute. So, let's Tribute to the Doomed. It's going to be blocked. We'll get rid of the Panther Warrior. Here comes the block. Yeah, not going to happen. You're going to sacrifice one Morokutai. Okay. No. Nothing else needs to be activated. Okay. Sounds good. We're going to activate the Premature Burial. We'll pay the 800 life points with trying to bring back the Panther Warrior. Obviously, the other Morokutai is going to go off now. Okay. And then we have to activate a third magic card, just because we think this is Magic Jammer. So we will activate the Monster Reborn with the thought that it's not going to go through. We'll take back... Should we take back a Morokutai for ourselves? Yeah, we'll take back a Morokutai for ourselves. So, but doesn't matter. Like I said, it's going to be blocked. There's the Magic Jammer. He is discarding his other Magic Jammer, though, to make that work. So I'm happy with that. That's counter trap card again. Destroy one card on your hand. Discard one card from your hand to graveyard to get the spell card. So I do think I sequenced this properly. We know this is Metal Morph. We're going to get rid of all of these. Harpy's Feather Duster. Finally get to activate the one Magic card that I wanted to activate the entire time. We know that's Penguin Soldier too, so we're about to get Flip Effect, but that's okay. We're going to summon the Gemini Elf. We want a Kinetic Soldier to come on the field because we want to get rid of it. So we're going after the Giant Rat first. So we'll use the Harpy's Brother to get rid of this Giant Rat. Okay, there's the Kinetic Soldier. We definitely wanted to see that. We'll put that in the graveyard. Now he's only got one in the graveyard because we removed the other one from play. And he's only got one more in his deck, too. And if we can deal with the Kinetic Soldiers, we're in good shape. So, perfect there. Let's see what he draws. Okay, he did get his third and final Morokutai, so that's great, actually. We're going to obviously get Penguin Soldiered here. It's fine. Not a big deal. Gemini Elf goes back to our hand, but we can just resummon it this upcoming turn. I wonder if he's going to summon the Morokutai, though. Yes, good. No Penguin Soldier this upcoming turn. Happy about that. And this is going to get rid of all three Morokutai, so we can use spell cards going forward. So we're very, very happy about that. Right? Yeah, there are two already in there. So I think we're playing actually pretty well right now. I'm happy to see the Rock Spirit too. 4-star monster, 1700 attack, 1000 defense with the defect of this monster can only be special summoned by removing one Earth monster in your graveyard from play. Increase the attack of this monster by 300 points during your opponent's battle phase. This is good because it allows me to get a third monster on the field, so Penguin Soldier can only do so much. We're going to remove that Panther Warrior from play. Get that Rock Spirit. That's a special summon, so I haven't summoned my monster yet. We'll get the Gemini Elf on the field now. And then Gemini Elf to get rid of this Morokutai, allowing my spell cards to finally go through. Perfect, that's some big damage. We'll use the Rock Spirit to get rid of this Giant Germ. Unfortunately, take the 500-point hits, but what are you going to do? And he'll get his third and final one on the field, which we'll be able to destroy with the Harpy's Brother. Again, taking another 500-point hit, so we'll be down to 3,000. He's at 5,250, but I think we're positioned pretty well. He does have a Penguin Soldier, so he is decently protected for at least one more turn. Don't want to see a Gravity Bind, though, although we do have the Mystical Space Typhoon. So, DNA Surgery, don't love it, but he doesn't have the third Kinetic Soldier, so I'm not worried about it right now. You can turn all my monsters into warriors if you really want to right now. If I need to destroy it, I do have the Mystical Space Typhoon in my hand, so that's fine. Okay, there's that DNA Surgery. We're going to leave it be. We did get a Goblin Attack Force. 4-star monster, 2,300 attack, 0 defense. So over 1,900 as a non-tribute, like I said, negative effect. When this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. This position cannot be changed during your next turn. So let's summon the Goblin Attack Force. I'm actually going to use the Goblin Attack Force to destroy this Penguin Soldier because he's just going to return it to my hand. And might as well just use that so I can bring it back into attack position. So we'll use the Goblin Attack Force. Yep, it's going back, as well as the Gemini Elf. That's fine. Nothing we can do about that. We had to force that activation, but this allows me to get two monsters to attack him directly. If I would have used one of these monsters to attack him, it's a waste of a turn, really, because I wouldn't have been able to do double the damage. I'm really happy about this Respect play, actually. I like it. It's a much better version of the Eye of Truth that we were using. gives me the information I need. So he's at 1750. Hopefully this is his last turn. We'll see what he gets. He needs a kinetic soldier, really. Copycat, okay, that also kind of... Nah, it doesn't do anything because Rock Spirit has its effect, but...
Now, which monster should I choose?
So you'll choose Harpy's brother, but you're not going to be able to destroy any of my monsters, so that's fine. Rock Spirit. Copycat is a 1-star monster with a 0 attack, 0 defense with an effect of when this card is summoned, including special summon, it adopts the original attack and defense of one opposing monster. We got the Magical Cylinders, really good trap card. Negate the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and inflict direct damage equal to the attacking monster attack to your opponent's life points. Don't need it though, so we'll just get the Goblin Attack Force back on the field, and we will win. So sure, Goblin Attack Force, get rid of Copycat.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
And Harpy's brother for the win. I'm actually very happy with how we played this game. We had to build up some spell cards that we could just burn and waste and not care about. I hate wasting Monster Reborn, Premature Burial like we did, but we had to do that to get rid of that Gravity Vine. So I think we sequenced that very well. Respect play was huge, though, to letting us know what he had. So it looks like we're going second this game. Hopefully we can get just as fortunate in this second game and pull out another win. So Giant Germ coming on the field. It's Gravity Vine or DNA Surgery, maybe Magic Jammer, but we'll see, I guess. Hopefully it's not Gravity Vine and DNA Surgery as a combo. It's not activating it, so it makes me think that one is Magic Jammer. But what do we have? We got the Gem Elf again. We got the Duel again. We got the Time Seal again. We got Kiko the Ghost Destroyer, 4-star monster, 1800 attack, 700 defense with an effect of each time this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can move up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard from play. In addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot remove any cards in your graveyard from play. We got the Snatch Deal again, and we got the Total Defense Shogun, our one and only tribute monster. Can't wait to get a better tribute monster. This is a 6-star monster with 1550 attack, 2500 defense with an effect of when this card is summoned, excluding special summon, it is placed on the field in defense position. This card can attack without being shifted to attack position. Damage results are calculated normally. So let's try to activate the Diligent Duo. I have a feeling this is Magic Jammer, like I said, but we'll see. No. Okay. Interesting. We did get rid of a Moroku Tai. Happy about that. And a Copycat. That's not horrible. What is this then? Metamorph and Gravity Vine? It's got to be Metamorph and Gravity Vine. We'll put the Time Seal down. We'll summon the Gemini Elf. I highly doubt this is going to go through, but we'll try. It's not Gravity Vine. 2 Metamorphs then? I just don't know what those could be. We're going to take that 500 hit. He's going to get 2 more Giant Germs on the field. It's got to be 2 Metamorphs, I think, then. No, he wouldn't put 2 down, though. It's maybe 1 Metamorph and just something I can't think of right now, but we'll see, I guess. Call of the Haunted. That makes sense. Okay. So Call of the Haunted is one of those trap cards. The other one's got to be Metamorph, then. So all 3 Giant Germs back. That stinks, because we're about to take a total of 2,000 life point damage when we destroy all these Giant Germs, but there's nothing we can do. Maybe that's Gravity Vine there, but we'll find out. Okay, got the Torrential Tribute. Really good trap card. You can activate this card when a monster is summoned, including flip summon and special summon, destroy all monsters on the field. We will definitely put that down. I will get Kiko the Ghost Destroyer on the field now too, and we'll try to break through here. I'll use the Gemini Elf to hopefully get rid of one of these Giant Germs. Perfect. And the reason I'm doing that is to get 2 monsters in the graveyard. I know I could have taken the additional 100-point hit with the Gemini Elf, but I want Kiko to deal damage so I can start removing monsters from play. So we'll do just that. So we'll get rid of, yeah, Copycat and the Moroku Tai. I don't like the Giant Germ being in there too because of the 500-point hit I have to keep taking, but those 2 cards are much, much harder to deal with. So yeah, unfortunately another 500-point hit. We got 1 more of those to deal with.
I activate my spell card.
Ah, Mystical Space Typhoon. Okay, that stinks because we're going to have to get rid of the Torrential Tribute. But let's stop him from drawing this turn. We're going to hope this isn't a monster and we can start dealing some big damage this upcoming turn. Okay, so we did lose our Torrential Tribute. That really stinks though because that is definitely a strong card to have as a defensive mechanism, but he didn't have another monster, so that's good. We got the Imperial Order. That is a trap card, a continuous trap card. As long as this card remains face up in the field, negate the effects of all spell cards. Pay 700 life points during each of your standby phase. If you cannot, this card is destroyed. We'll put that down. I'm not going to summon the Total Defense Shogun. There's no point. We'll use the Gem and Elf to get rid of this Giant Germ. And Kiko for damage after I take that 500 point hit, bringing us down to 5,000, but that's okay. At least we got rid of all those Giant Germs.
Not too shit, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
Okay, damage has been applied, so Kiko, do your thing. We'll get rid of 2 of the Giant Germs, leaving him with only 1. So if he wants to try to bring back anything, he's only got 1 monster in the graveyard. I think we're in a pretty commanding spot, too. I don't really know what this could be, though. I'm still holding strong that it's Metal Morph, because that's the only thing that makes sense in my mind.
I activate my spell card.
Okay, Premature Burial. I could use the Imperial Order, but I don't think it's worth it. So he's paying that 800 life points just to bring back the Giant Germ. Yes, I'll take another 500 point hit when it goes away, but I'm not concerned about that. Don't think it's worth taking the 700 points for the Imperial Order. Got the Panther Warrior. I will summon that Panther Warrior. And I think actually we can just win. So we'll do Snatch Steal to take his Giant Germ. Thank you for the Giant Germ. And this is plenty of damage. I am so happy that he didn't get any of his strategy going. Very, very happy. So Gem and Ale for the attack.
Not too shit, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And Kiko, the Ghost Destroyer, for the win. All right, this deck didn't really give us problems today. It's all about the draw. He didn't get what his draw, and we did play very, very good game 1, so I'm very happy about that. So here's to 3 new cards, and if not 3 new cards, like Slate Warrior or just a really good tribute monster. Slate Warrior or great tribute monster. I'd love to see either one of those. Let's see what we got. Okay, 3 new cards. Can't complain about that at all. And Geofried the Iron Knight has some value too, but hey, 3 new cards is 3 new cards. Let's take a look at those cards too and see if we will be adding any of them to our deck. So first things first, we got Cold Wave, which is a spell card that this card can only be activated at the start of main phase 1 until your draw phase. Neither you or your opponent can activate or set any spell or trap cards. Yeah. Has its point and benefit, but it's only for a 1 turn kind of situation, so I don't think that's really all that amazing. We did get Geofried the Iron Knight, so it's a 4-star monster with 1800 attack, 1600 defense, with an effect of any equipped card this card is equipped with is automatically destroyed. So can increase its attack, but 1800 attack is pretty good. So I think we're gonna be putting that in to the deck. We eventually need to get rid of 1800 cards, but we're not at that point yet. And we also got the Bombardment Beetle, which is a 2-star monster with 400 attack, 900 defense, with a flip effect of flip 1 face down defense position monster card on your opponent's side of the field face up. If the flipped card is an effect monster card, immediately destroy it without activating its effect. If the card is not an effect monster card, return to its original position. Like, that has some value against like the Kinetic Soldier deck because of Penguin Soldiers and 4-star Ladybugs of Doom, but it's just too specific for us to really care about. So now that we have Geofried, what are we going to remove is the question. What are we going to remove? Mirror Wall is on the chopping block. I will say that, but I don't think it's necessarily that right now. I do want to get rid of Panther Warrior, and I do want to get rid of the Prevent Rat. And do I want to play defensively more, or do I want to play offensively more? I think we're going to play offensively more. So we will remove the Prevent Rat, because Panther Warrior also has a decent defense at 1600, so like I could technically use it defensively. So thank you, Prevent Rat, for your service. You will be heading to the trunk there. Geofried's coming in. I don't know how long Geofried will last, though, because out of the 1800 monsters we have, it's better than like the Giant Sea Snake and the Harpy's Brother, so it might last a little bit longer, but we are going to be looking to get some 1900 beaters in there over those 1800s. Let's take a look at the card list now. We are at 62.5% for 219 out of the 350 cards required. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. You don't have to, but I would appreciate if you did because it lets me know you're enjoying the content. Until the next episode, later.